Hi folks, welcome back to A Case of Distrust. We're on our way to a barbershop.
We're gonna get a haircut.
We probably need it. I think there's still glass in our hair and in our skull.
And in our right arm.
And in our right arm. So, you know, hopefully this can
no
get us back on track.
About.
Nobody cares the fact that we're covered in blood. Small bell above the door twinkled as I walked in.
Who are you?
It's our oh wait, no, it's not stable. Who is that?
Yeah, don't.
Who is this man?
Don't talk to me like that. Oh, he's even sexier. He stared at me with a grin that extended to his eyes. He was wearing a barber's cape, which told me he was here for a haircut. I wondered why Stable had left this man mid-trim. I asked him how he was doing.
I don't know what to give you.
Russian.
Swell.
He answered.
That was a bad start. Yes, very swell indeed. Thank you, miss.
His words came out as jovial as his expression, and they held a slight, affable southern
God damn it!
This
is still his voice. It's just like Tiny Paul. Tiny Paul, whose voice is described as low.
And it's like,
I'm Tiny Paul! Tiny Paul! I'm gonna fight you!
A few more pleasantries returned the equally verbose response with no meat to them.
They piqued my interest.
That piqued my interest. A stranger in Stable's barber chair with no sign of Stable around. Who are you? I asked with genuine curiosity.
I am merely a mortal man enjoying my life at this very moment.
He replied, looking me up and down.
And there is much to enjoy.
That was a stupid fucking answer, I thought to myself.
I am extremely inscrutable.
He knows for a fact I meant, why are you here without Stable? He's not a dummy. Like, I laughed at response. Yeah?
Yeah. Let's play along.
I laughed in response. The old guy was getting fresh with me. His smile widened at my laugh.
Glad that some flappers know how to take a compliment.
He said.
Most modern girls get their stockings knotted up whenever somebody calls them pretty.
I disagreed.
Yeah.
I disagreed. Sometimes, those compliments can become uncivil. We can't have gentlemen getting out of line.
I suppose that's true.
He laughed.
Yes, indeed, that is true. Well, my name is Ray Carter. Regular jazz bassist at the Tin Spoon Lounge, a speakeasy in North Beach. It is my pleasure to meet you, miss. I am very forthcoming about the fact that I work at a speakeasy.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Huh. He worked at the Tin Spoon. That surprised me.
Yeah.
Were you there last night? I asked.
Until early this morning.
He gleamed.
I won a bucket of change at the poker table. Just about everyone was saying they never saw somebody play cards so well. Sometimes you get lucky, I suppose.
He winked. I wondered if he had at all related. If he was at all related to this case. I was glad he was smiling. An upbeat suspect eased from any harsh questions. He saw me taking notes and asked,
"Are you some sort of continental operative?"
When I nodded, he let out a whistle and said,
"A woman detective. Well, that is almost as swell as the sight of a black man in a white man's barber chair." Okay.
Okay,
All
sure.
right, sure.
He's progressive.
Oh, cards. We need to find the cards. Go to evidence.
Fucker
spoon.
cheated.
Yeah.
Good
Will
call.
you stop fiddling with your ring? It's so annoying.
What? No.
It's right here.
What? This is the most aggressive reaction to a very small...
It's so annoying. You have not stopped moving.
Yeah, I always do this.
Stop.
This is the weirdest thing to suddenly trigger you off ever.
Maybe it's been annoying for a really long time, and now...
I feel this is not anything you get to be upset about.
It's so
that is
annoying.
The smallest movement.
It's so annoying. It's like if I was just gonna snap the whole time.
No, it makes no noise. It is not anything that is aggressive towards you. It is the smallest thing I could possibly be doing.
Just don't do it.
I definitely am
Be a
going...
normal human.
Everyone fiddles with their rings.
No, they don't.
Watch Carol in any situation she's ever in.
Not
she
for hours at a time.
Literally for hours at a time while she watches television. That's all she does. That's something you're gonna get over.
No, it's not. It's been annoying for a very long time. Cards on the table.
There's so many times in my life where I will work hard to appease you, and I'm just gonna keep fiddling with my ring.
Okay, but do it over there.
That is
not
fine.
literally on my arm.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this segment of Remember, Gina and Jake are siblings. And how much did you win last night? I asked him.
Oh, a heap of it.
He grinned. And how many aces did it take you to get there? His face showed genuine surprise. And how many aces did Tiny Paul think were in that deck? I poked further.
Now you look here.
He growled.
Tiny Paul is a mean-spirited, no-good, black-hating son of a bitch. He pays us pennies and he wants us to put on a good smile for him. Well, I am not having that, miss. No, I am not having that at all. Yes, I took him for a ride, and I feel no remorse for doing it. In some ways, it is all part of the game.
So that was alright, but Tiny Paul might see it differently.
Oh, now you would not tell him about that, would you?
He pleaded. I might have to.
Yeah, I might have to.
I might have to, I said. He sighed.
What is it that you want, miss? Surely you must want something.
I was glad he knew the score. I want to know where Stable is, I told him.
Stable was here, congenial and unhurried. Then he received a telephone call and said he had to go check on something in his foreign racetrack.
Interesting.
He told me that to just sit tight until he returned. And here we are.
So Stable had gone to his horses, another lead that would need chasing.
You know,
He continued.
I bet I had no reason to cheat last night. Not with the way Ellie kept distracting him. Yes, he was very distracted indeed.
I raised a questioning brow. Ellis Smith and Tiny Paul have something going on.
That girl throws herself onto him like she'd throw water on a fire.
I noted that and then changed our subject of conversation.
That was good. That was a lot of information.
Is there anything else? I think that was kind of...
I think that's probably it. The door. Go to evidence.
The door?
Yeah, the door at the 10 spoon. Nope. Not evidence. It's a statement. It's the nobody, the doorman says nobody left.
Oh, yeah. That's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, he was there all night, so that checks out.
I know, but he might have seen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I was inside all night with the band. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I believe him.
No, that's fair.
Okay, I'm pretty good with him for right now.
Okay.
Accuse Ray Carter of murder.
Be careful, because we know you might accidentally click something.
You're right. You very right. Electron Steele's elaborate shop.
The coat's new, I think.
Is it? I assume it's just his.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Alright, let's go to the racetrack.
I hope we can. Okay, front door. Wait.
Yeah.
10-4 racetrack. Stable's at the 10 foreign racetrack near San Bruno. I could ride over and talk to him. Go here. Man, that means he's going to be gone for like an hour and a half, and that poor man is just still sitting there.
Yeah, with his little cape on,
yeah,
just waiting.
He's like, doo, doo, doo.
Yeah.
There's no cell phones back then.
No,
so what's
what
he
do you
doing?
do?
God, what was life like?
I don't know.
But just then I felt exhaustion and decided to rest my eyes. Okay.
All right.
Okay, the Tan Foreign Racetrack had reopened the previous year with the help of millionaire Adolf Speckles.
Spreckles.
And some associates, one of whom was Stable. Today, no races were ongoing, and the sheer size of the empty grounds and the grandstands were impressive. I hopped and locked the turnstile and wandered the grandstands and some of the grounds, but all my searching turned up nothing and nobody, not even Stable. I returned nearer the entrance to search for more clues.
Okay.
There's a little trash can. I removed the trash bin's lid to let my hands play with something while my thoughts had time to form. But peering in, I saw the biggest break in the case thus far. An automatic pistol, 45 caliber, was right on top of the pile. I reached in to get a closer
Do not grab that, Malone!
A throat cleared behind me. I pocketed the weapon quickly, then turned around to Stable's smug grin.
Have you come to see the horses?
He asked.
Rumor says... Did he have a slight southern accent? Very light?
I think so.
I think so. Rumor says that that running through fire will be the victor. Though at times it can be dangerous to put stock in rumors.
Ask about notes.
Okay.
Let's talk. You weirdo. You're scary.
Yeah.
Where's all the stuff Ray Carter said? Stable ran
Yeah.
to his trace track. Let's see what's up. Ray Carter told me something interesting, I put to him. He says you got a wire from somebody and rushed out, leaving from mid-trim. For the first time, I saw Stable frown.
Well, business and pleasure sometimes miss, Miss Malone. Yes, I was telephoned for a maintenance issue, and that's how it's all. And now it's all sorted.
Interesting.
Okay.
Who is this?
Huh?
What's this guy's name again?
Stable.
This is Stable.
Yeah. How about
I keep getting Stable and Shipman mixed up for some
Yeah,
reason.
sitting in Stable's barber chair. Just see what his relationship with this dude from the Tin Spoon is.
Yeah. I again asked Stable about his suspicious behavior.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, we can ask him about the gun we just found.
Do we want to show him that?
I don't know.
Stable's the one that I'm a little lost with his involvement in all this.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get there.
He claims he doesn't bootleg. Tin spoons. Smith.
We can do Green was killed with a .45 caliber.
See what he says.
Yeah.
Green was shot last night, I told him. Any chance you know the piece that plugged him?
Miss Malone,
He said.
I am not the sort to be associated with, in any way with a pistol. Contradict, there's a pistol here.
I have a pistol, you're not gonna like it. La 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 la. I found an automatic in your trash bin. This .45 is a gangster caliber. What are the chances it's the same one that killed Green? Stable frowned again. I was beginning to like his frowns. So it seems to me, I continue, that your boys found the murder weapon in the trash, then called you around to see what to do about it.
Yes.
He admitted.
I was telephoned to look at a weapon. We were about to phone the police about it when I noticed you wandering the grounds.
Why were you so interested in the Green case? And why is this gun here? He sighed.
Do you remember, Miss Malone, that Connor Green had already attempted to frame me? Once I learned about his death, I thought that whomever had killed him would also try to blame me. I invited Carter for a trim in exchange for information about the murder, and I told my associates to watch for anything suspicious at the racetrack. As soon as the gun was found, they telephoned me, and here we are.
So you still won't admit to the murder? I pushed him.
Think what you want, Miss Malone, but I had no reason to kill Connor Green. And if you think otherwise, you are just playing into the game set up by the real killer.
That was the story Stable was sticking with. Still, I was much further along than I had been, and that gave me a reason to smile.
Yeah.
Okay. The gun now, so means need to prove the means of the suspect, how they could have killed Green. Let me ask about this real quick. I brought the pistol again, but Stable just scoffed.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought. Opportunity? Let's see where he was last night.
I told him that Connor Green was found near the Tin Spoon, the coroner reporting his time of death around midnight.
That is a late hour.
Stable said.
Miss Malone, I am always fast asleep in my bed by that time of night.
So, nobody was there with you?
No, I was alone.
In response to my raised eyebrow, he continued.
I would never lie to you, Miss Malone. Of course, it would be just as difficult for you to disprove my story as it would be for me to prove it. And we live in a civilized nation that requires your proof, not mine.
Damn, okay. Stable might have had the opportunity to kill Green, but I'd have to first place him
Concretely.
Yes. I assure you.
I assure you.
He said.
I was at home asleep at the time.
Nope, no one's seen him. So, somebody will have seen him.
Yep.
I think we leave him be for a bit.
I just ask about, motive.
Okay.
One final thing. Just so we know what we're working with again.
Green already thought you had it out for him, I said. What if he had a good cause to think that? Wouldn't his bootlegging scheme put you under?
Miss Malone.
Stable smiled.
I assure you I do no illegal rum running. Green's story was simply a ruse. Have you not discovered that yet? I had no reason whatsoever to murder Green.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Sure. Okay.
Leave him leave.
We'll come back for him.
Okay, we should ask... Yeah, no. And some boxes.
Empty boxes were thrown next to the old betting house. A wooden slats bordered the window to the old betting house. The Walker Otis measure of 1909 prohibiting gambling on horses, which meant most racetracks shuttered, including the Tan Forum. But Stable and a few other investors reopened the track the previous year, claiming to operate without taking bets. Okay.
You've already clicked that.
I know, but I'm leaving.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, so I think we should go back to Stables real quick.
Okay.
And ask about, whether or not he saw, Miss Green there.
Okay, cool. You want to do that next time?
Sure, sounds good to me.
All right, see you guys next time.
Bye!